saw him take the gel, and I was like, oh, that's what I forgot.
Yeah, I got to get the ones with caffeine in it, man.
Yeah, that's what I just took for the first time. So it's interesting.
We're live. Welcome to the Sufferfest. So this is the way we're going to do it. You guys must notice that William and Logan are not on their bikes. So they're going to go second. We're going to do it in 2 groups. That way, when it gets real hard, for Nick, Stefan, and I, there's going to be conversation, and we can just focus on the effort, because this is a ramp test, guys. This is like a, 15 to 20 minute effort that ramps up, just like the name suggests. And you go until the point of failure, and it establishes your FTP. And you go until you can't go anymore, and then you go a little bit more. That's the way these work. So we will take a 1 or 2 minute break so we can restart the workout, and then we're going to flip-flop. So Logan and William will go second, and then we can criticize and read comments and rib Logan and William while they're doing their effort. So that's how we're doing it. And without further ado,
We're going to smoke you guys.
Should we get started? You guys ready?
I'm ready. Worst it could be is a terrible mistake.
I'm super ready, man. I'm just chilling.
Yeah, William's ready. Logan's ready to read comments.
I know, we can't give you too much crap, because then we'll just get it right back in 25 minutes.
This is very true.
Oh, I better turn on my fans before we get started, actually. Let me do that.
I'm going to do that too, actually.
Pro control outlet, boy.
Yeah, that's the way to go, man. I got a little smart plug for mine, so I just tell it to turn on the fan.
It's so nice.
Is that Amazon? I need to get one of those.
Yeah, they're like $20 too. You just use the smart thing. Yeah, they're dirt cheap now.
Now I'm trying to aim my fan. Let's see.
Gosh, yeah.
That looks about right.
Someone's already calling out that you got a SJBC rider in here, trying to bring some Alviso people.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck chasing your teammate, Nick, on a Strava. So you guys probably remember Nick. He's had a couple of videos on my channel, and he's done commentary with me on the channel before. He won the Modesto road race. Nick, you're Cat 2 now, right?
Yeah.
Nick destroyed the Cat 3s, and now he's a Cat 2. But I don't know, you've only done a handful of races in Cat 2, right, before we stopped racing?
Yeah, I think I did. My first real Cat 2 race was San Raf. Would not recommend. Got dropped like 20 minutes in. And then
that's a tough start.
I did one of the early birds with you, and then one of the Livermore races before COVID hit last year.
Got it. And then you guys remember Stefan? Stefan is new to the sport, Cat 5, right?
Cat nothing at this point.
Cat 6. He's a Cat 6.
Stefan testing twice this week, like a crazy person.
All right, let's stop delaying the inevitable.
Yeah, you're going to be able to talk for the first 8 to 10 minutes.
I know, but now that I've started the clock, it's like it's going to happen soon. I can't stop it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No turning back yet.
Everybody go through what your current FTP is and what your goal is. Start with Jeff.
All right. It's currently 3:45. I tested about 5 weeks ago, and that was high for me for so early in the season. So honestly, if I could just match that, I would be pretty happy. I would be really happy if I could go up above 350. And actually, I lost a few pounds. I don't know how I lost a few pounds, but I lost a few pounds over the last month. So, yeah, even if I can match it, it would still be a win for me. But I don't expect a huge bump, if at all.
It looks like Stefan's having power meter trouble.
Yeah, I just disconnected.
Well, I think you can... I'll keep pedaling. I think it doesn't matter if he misses the first couple of minutes, right? Because it's just a warm-up.
Yeah, for 5 it's just a warm-up.
It's your best 1 minute power, but
Right, you have to be consistent to that point, right?
I think it does matter at the beginning. I'm not sure.
Okay, we'll give him a couple more. If he's not connected by the time that
There you go.
first bump,
Oh.
okay, we're good.
Oh, there it goes.
I don't know what
Nick.
happened.
Nick, what's
My
your power?
FTP is
Yeah.
56 right now, I think.
2?
3.
No, 3.
3.
Yeah. So it's pretty good. I'd love to get up to like 360, 65, but I don't think it's going to happen, so I'd be stoked if I could keep it the same.
All right, Stefan.
Yeah, so last time my real FTP was like 297 and let's see, like 3.2 watts per kilogram. So I'm trying to get to 315 is my goal.
My goal is just to last longer than both those guys. I don't care what the number is at the end. I just want to
I
keep
thought that
going.
was my goal. I looked at my my old ramp test last night, and I made it to the first 5 seconds of step 17. And I was like, no.
Oh, you count the steps. See, the way I have it categorized in my brain is last night I looked at my last ramp test and I found like the last step. So I know the power target that I'm going for.
Yeah.
And it's a little different when your FTP adjusts, but like I know that number ballpark where I'm targeting.
And it's 10-second increments every 10 steps, and then it drops down to a 9-second increment, and then it's 10 for the next 10 steps, and then it's another 9-second. So pretty much
9-second increment, 9 watt increments.
9 watts. It's pretty much 10 watt increases every time.
What was my last one?
Is it really? I thought it was
your
more.
FTP, right?
It's just 10. I looked at the last one. I was surprised.
And it does take into account, like, if you hold, like, 15 seconds into the next step, like, that will factor into your final FTP.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the average of the highest single minute, right?
Yeah.
Which is so funny that everyone, mostly me included, ends it at the end of a minute because mentally you're just ready to give up.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you can go an extra 5 seconds and get a slightly better one.
Oh, that's funny.
There was
See,
a-
like I am like totally tunnel vision. I'm not even looking at the numbers at a certain point, and I'm just like, I can do 5 more seconds. Okay, I can do 2 more seconds. Okay, I can do 1 more second. I just think of it that way.
I found it easiest to stare for some reason at my heart rate. Like, that always made it because I wasn't looking at the power because I was so dead set on the power. So I don't know. We'll see what happens this time if I can even stare at anything.
When I tested at 297, I was pretty disappointed. I was like, I know it lasted just a couple more seconds.
You got to get a 300.
Yeah, isn't it funny how it all comes down to so it's the average of the last 60 seconds, which means if you can hold like 3 more seconds, it has a huge implication on your FTP. Like that could have vaulted you above 300. You know, 3 more seconds. It's funny. Funny in a really sad way when you're looking at it afterward, going, I could have just gone 3 more seconds.
So Prugi asked, how do you know that a ramp test didn't overestimate your FTP? And y'all, if one of y'all want to answer that right now while you're not tired, that's fine, but I can answer it if you don't want to.
I'll take a
Do
stab
the
at
first
it.
workout and see how much it hurts.
Yeah, I don't think it can overestimate.
Yeah. Unless your power meter's off. Sprinting, you can mess it up with sprinting at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, standing up.
Oh, I guess, but I'm on.
If you're-
If you're on erg mode, it's almost impossible to overestimate. I'm on erg mode, so even if I stood up and sprinted, it wouldn't make a difference, right? I might get a very brief bump in power, but like, yeah, just spin a relatively normal cadence, and then it's going to be impossible to overestimate. Now, underestimating is something that's more common because, let's say you're having a bad day, like that. This happens. Say you didn't sleep very well. Say your nutrition isn't very good. Nick is ticking all those boxes. Then you can underestimate, and then that you'll be able to find out during your next workout because you'll feel like, oh, this is easy. Or if you have an established power already, and let's say you're 10 or 15 watts below that, inexplicably, then you should probably retest, or think about a reason why that's the case. If your training hasn't been good, if it actually makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really all about leaving everything you have on the table. Like if you feel like you have anything left in the tank, then you didn't, then it'll be slightly under. But at the end of the day, like if your number's a couple watts off, like your structured training is still going to do its given effect, because that's all it really matters. Is it's just a benchmark to help your training.
Yeah, and if you're abnormally good at anaerobic efforts, your FTP will be too high. We have a guy on the team who's not very good at anaerobic efforts, and so his brand test is always super low, but it's 20 hours.
Your audio's cutting out a little bit, Nick, but I think we got the point.
Is
Yeah,
it?
just a little bit.
I'll just talk louder.
Some people said that it actually changes, actually depend on the percentage of your FTP. So mine are only 10 watts. You guys are probably more like 20 something.
Yeah, I thought that sounded more familiar. I think it's, especially later on in the test, it feels like they're big jumps. Or maybe I'm just hurting. Maybe that's why.
I kept wanting them to be bigger jumps because I was like, give me a bigger number. Don't make me sit at this number anymore. Get me higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just wasting yourself.
Yeah, but that's the whole point.
This is a good question. V2 Garmin says, how do you choose a good cadence for the ramp test? Slow at 85 or faster at 95 to 100? You know, I was looking at my previous ramp test data, and along with my power doing this, my cadence also did that. And I don't know, you tall boys might have a different opinion, but I'm small, and so I spin. Like, I think my ramp test, like my last power, I was holding like 100 cadence, like for that whole minute. So I don't know what happens for you guys as you get later in the ramp test for cadence.
Whatever I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think about it.
Yep. I'm with the other guys. I don't even pay attention to it. In fact, now I'm curious. Now I want to look back and see what they've been in the past. But I would guess mine are 80, 85, because that's kind of just where I'm at usually. Maybe a bit higher towards the end. I'll spin it up a little bit more, but yeah, I don't pay attention to the cadence. But if that's your method, like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and I guess I'm not thinking about it too much, but I noticed that, like, it was interesting in the Strava data. So
I noticed my cadence goes down, like as I'm starting to fail.
oh yeah.
Yeah, once you hit that point of failure, then it drops, and you're just like, oh no, I can't speed up.
All right, we have a celebrity in the chat, Mr. Jonathan Lee, here to support everybody from afar.
About the podcast, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, we are almost up to 500 people in this live stream.
Oh,
Sweet.
People love
Welcome,
to watch
everybody.
us suffer, man.
That's one hell of a grandstand. So
I said my self-selected cadence is on the couch. I feel that. How's it feeling?
we're getting there.
All
Feels
right,
like 265 watts is what it feels like.
Yeah.
Someone said this test is going from, or Prugi said this test is going from 0 to 100 real fast. Everyone stop talking.
We're gonna get quiet here in about 1 or 2 more
Yeah.
steps.
Yeah.
Just so everybody knows in the live stream, the reason why we're doing it in 2 groups is so that Logan and I don't feel inferior to these 300 watt boys, because we're not don't put out the same power numbers. But it's all about the watts per kg, so we'll have to see what that is at the end.
And my kg is on high right now. So.
Jonathan's ramp test didn't line up with ours, so he has one about 1.5 weeks. But we tried to goad him into getting onto this one. But when you're not ready for it, you're not ready for it.
Oh, this is interesting. Jonathan says, who's going to go up the most out of this group? I feel like it might be Logan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, I think he has the most room for improvement.
Yeah, I think that's exactly
No
it.
pressure, Logan, but I'll take bets on that.
Yeah.
Well, at the
And
very
Logan and
beginning, we had over-unders going. We had betting rings going on.
It'll be good motivation for me because Logan and I have a pretty similar FTP. So we'll have to... I'm coming after you, Logan.
Just based on percentage, I think it's... Yeah. To the moon. Hashtag GME.
I'm not a cat.
Where are these cool overlays coming from? Dillix. It's just TrainerRoad's group workout. That's it. That's why it's the best. Definitely going to have the noob games.
Check out Jeff's fan situation. So pro, says
Blowing in the
Jonathan.
wind.
Yeah, I don't know about. I'm gonna bust out the nice jersey for this ramp test. Make it feel super authentic.
Yeah. I was
Get
just
it blown
going
in
to
the.
Yeah. Tygo, I think it's starting to hurt.
Yep. Just a little bit. There's a little tickle now.
You're not even to your FTP yet.
Shh. Why you gotta be so rude, man?
Keep
It's
Nick
not-
talking. I just want to last longer than Nick. Just keep Nick talking.
But the more, you got to be careful,
yeah.
Logan, because the more hard of a time we give them, they're gonna throw it right back at us. So it's a give and take here.
That's the
Shoot,
only thing I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. There's some Lewis Rodriguez asked, what are some good cycling routes in Dallas? I live really close to White Rock Lake in East Dallas, so I just ride 2 miles down the road to White Rock Lake and ride around it. There's a trail that goes up through toward 635 that's kind of fun, and then there's another trail, I can't remember the name of it. It's very, very popular. That goes like down to Fair Park. Anywhere around White Rock Lake is really, really good. I don't know too much about that. Otherwise, if you're around White Rock Lake, let me know. We can ride together. I need
Bike,
group.
Bike for Fish said, "Why are they breathing so hard?"
I'm gonna mute myself.
3:45.
Yeah, so Chris asked when are Logan and William going, so we're going next. We broke it up so that somebody would be talking, somebody
Yeah.
would be able to respond while everyone else is dying inside.
Oh, what happened to my heart rate?
And outside.
Oh, there it is.
Jonathan said whoever has white shoes on automatically gets 5+ watts for FTP. So
I'd show you a shoe, but I can't unclip. Can't lie.
Sorry, Jonathan. I'm sorry I disappointed you.
yeah, black shoes, black everything. To be honest,
Yeah, I'm right with you there, man. Black bar tape.
black everything.
What is
Sand
this
down the
stand?
paint.
Do you
Get bare
stand in
carbon.
this test?
What's that?
Are you standing in the test?
So, this is the last thing I'm going to say, I promise. I saw about 3 tests ago that you're not supposed to, but I always have, and I just want to be consistent. But yes, I did notice that you're not supposed to, so my apologies, Jonathan.
Fair.
But
Is it-
now I just have
Consistency
to
is key.
now I just have to be consistent with all my previous tests.
Consistency is key, and it probably just helps you relieve a little bit of that pressure too. It's not like you're standing up, stopping, trying to actually get more power out of it.
But yeah, I'm in erg mode. It's the same power.
Yeah.
Jonathan says live FTP messes with my head. Anybody else? Yeah, dude, I'm sitting here right now, and like, if I had a heart rate monitor on, I would probably be at like 130 right now because I'm just watching. Like, I feel the anticipation of it, and especially being on stream.
Hey Nick, how's your morning been so far?
Well, pretty good.
Shit,
Fighting for my
still
house
talk.
yesterday. So,
I can
it's
still
exciting.
talk. Damn it.
Yeah, y'all don't have to talk about this if you don't want to, but somebody asked about live FTP because we can see 2 of y'all's live FTPs. Actually, we can see all of y'all's live FTPs, but they asked, Jonathan said it messes with his head, and I think it would mess with my head too.
I can't see mine.
We can see yours.
Is it like over 400 yet?
600,
Thank you.
8 watts per kilogram.
Just know the number that I have to hit for a minute to get my goal right now, and that's all I care about. So it's basically the same thing, I guess. But Tobias said he likes it. It gives him something to latch onto mentally. So I guess he just watches that number pick up. That makes sense.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. I like just like tunnel vision onto my heart rate, because I think that for me that's a pretty good, like if I know I'm reaching my max heart rate, then that kind of gives me a better idea of where I'm at power wise, and I can just not zone into the power because that'll psych me out.
You can hide it too. I don't know if everybody knows, but you can hide everything, and then you don't know anything, which some people like.
Is that in the settings?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've never done it, but I know you can do it.
Oh yeah, show heart rate, show cadence, live FTP and result. Oh okay, now I'll keep
I
it
may
on.
hide
Why
my
not?
heart rate because I've been looking at that too much lately.
Yeah, because so many things affect heart rate at this point. Logan, what was your max heart rate on your last ramp test?
Like 196, 190 something.
Okay. I think I hit 189. I don't have the highest heart rate, but 420, nice.
All right, boys, we got some suffering going on now.
Let's do it. Let's go.
I apologize in advance if I yell.
There's going to be some noises coming out. Let's hear it. I don't know if anybody... When I got done with my last one, my wife was like, what were you doing in there? That was horrible.
Dude, I have like my Spotify open so that like during our ramp test I could just like blast the music and not zone into anything else for like the last minute or two.
The whole time?
I have to like my last ramp test I literally had to pull the headphones out of my ears, like I couldn't handle it.
I listen to music until it gets like just close your eyes hard, and then it's just take them out.
You know, I wonder if the music I was listening to was affecting my cadence, honestly. I have to check like what the tempo was.
Hey, Nicole. One of my friends just texted me. So.
How are you talking?
I'm a hummingbird, man.
Yeah, someone earlier said he's a hummingbird. Yeah, come on. I like this. Thumbs up for the suffering, man. Come on, there's 600 people in the live stream. There's 18 thumbs up. Come on.
Please, man. Yeah, let's get the thumbs up higher. Come on now. John, I did that. Jonathan is so good at asking for thumbs up and likes and comments and like 4 stars on the podcast and making it sound so like genuine. Whereas I feel like when I say, yeah, let's get more likes, it sounds so douchey. Is that a proper word there?
Lots of encouragement come from the stream, guys. Keep it up.
Complicated. I think we're going to see some bumps. Let's go.
Yeah, some big numbers here. Nick almost at 200 beats per minute. He's turned over 100 cadence. Stefan's head's down, but he's focused. Jeff is pushing it.
If you are about to fail, just know that 661 people are going to watch you stop pedaling. Good for them. Jonathan said make it smooth. All right, let's push chat it. All right, focus on just your left leg.
Slow is smooth, and smooth is fast.
Oh,
oh, the first blow up.
Oh.
Nice. I think that's an increase, though. I'm pretty sure.
Jeff Linder with a 352 FTP.
I miss.
Go. Oh, Nick busted.
Come on, Stefan. You got this, Stefan.
Come on, Stefan.
Wow.
Keep going. Keep going.
Don't quit.
Almost at 300, dude. Almost at 300. Go.
Keep turning those pedals. Keep them. Everybody, thumbs up for Stefan. Thumbs up for Stefan. Come on.
He's reading all the comments right now. That's what he's looking at.
Somebody said, Jeff, imagine you're chasing your team. Stop.
All right, you got a teammate up the road. He's about to win. You're not going to let that happen. Chase him down. Yeah, Stefan, dude. Get after it. Come on. You got 20 more
He said his
seconds.
goal was 3:15.
Easy.
Keep
man.
going, Stefan.
Easy, man.
Come on, man.
You're a monster. Dude, this guy's a beast.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Go.
Come on,
You got
man.
it, go. Come on.
Keep going, Stefan.
Push.
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, you're gonna crush 315. What are you talking about?
Dang, man.
Cat 6, my ass. You're cat 2. Push it.
Going.
Come on, Stefan. Finish it. One.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Dude, 319.
Crushed it, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, that was beast mode. You
What
went
a
like
freaking animal.
2 minutes longer than Nick and I, right? Well, maybe 2 minutes longer than me, a minute and a half longer than Nick.
Something like that. Holy smokes,
my only
dude.
goal was to beat you, Jeff.
I know, and like like 10 seconds maybe? I could have pushed another 10. No, I'm just kidding. I couldn't have.
I'm gonna gotta get my shoes on. Holy smokes. Starting to get nervous.
366.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Damn, Nick. We both got bumps. I mean,
Woo!
bumps like Stefan did, but we all three of us went up.
What'd you get up to, Jeff? 352.
I can't see my numbers. Was it 352, William?
352, yeah. Yeah, it says it there. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, too.
All right.
Oh, that's terrible, man.
Oh, they always are. Stefan, dude, can you talk yet?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little better.
That was epic.
Yeah, I agree. Seeing the FTP live hurts my brain.
I noticed that you just like straight powered your brain down and just were just looking at the top two.
Yep.
Like that was the right move, I think. Oh, yeah, dude, that was awesome.
Shutting off all the non-major functions here.
I wasn't feeling
Yeah, when
great.
your brain sends out that red alert of shutting down all motor functions, like you know you're in danger.
From like 300 to 400 watts, I was not feeling it.
Yeah,
And then-
early
and then
on,
I
I thought it
think-
could be done quick.
My heart rate went up above a certain point, and I was like, my body's like, okay, let's do this, whatever.
My heart rate was high from the beginning, and I was kind of screwed.
I think it was the talking and the laughing and the stuff like that. I noticed.
Yeah.
So I did. By the way, for everyone still in the chat, thanks for hanging in there. We're switching, and you guys are going to be able to see Logan's bump in power as well as Williams, who have both been on the TrainerRoad platform. I've been on the TrainerRoad platform. Everyone has. That's the reason we're here, and we're all seeing bumps. It's strange, right? I know there's been some buzz about how bad TrainerRoad plans are, and I don't understand, because we have every level of the sport represented in this group workout, and whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced cyclist, like everyone is seeing an increase. So I just let the numbers do the talking.
Yeah, I went from 320 in late September to 366 late February.
46
solid.
watt bump.
Yeah,
That's insane.
and I was already fairly well trained, so
Yeah,
it
that's
works.
insane.
At least for me, it does.
I mean, I had a 7 watt bump, and I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest.
Yeah, you've been riding more than I have to.
I had a 7 watt bump and I've lost a few pounds. It's all good news. So what we're gonna do is, don't leave. I see people are leaving. We're getting the other two guys on here in just a moment. And we'll be back in, well, let's wait for Logan to come back. And then we're gonna restart the workout. It's gonna take us like 1 minute and then we'll start up again. So hang in there, guys. We're coming right back. We're gonna see Logan. And I want you to place bets. We had some bets going early. I'm gonna say that Logan gets since he's not here and we're not going to psych him out, I'm going to say Logan gets a 30% bump in his FTP. Oh, he's listening. Shoot. 30% bump. I'm calling it right now.
So that puts him at what, 270 or something?
Yeah, about that.
270?
He's 204 was his last test.
You think
And
I'm going
he's
to 270?
And I'm thinking you're going to get a 30% bump, and that's going to put you close to 270.
Yeah. I like the sound of that.
No pressure.
What's your watts per kilo, Jeff?
3.5.
Are you at 5 yet?
Mine? Sorry, I thought you were talking to Logan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, your watts per kilo.
well, I'm 161 to 162 pounds, right in that range. And I just did 352, so I can't do the math. I don't think I'm there yet, but it's close.
I think I'd have to chop off one of my legs.
You might be. You're almost there.
Yeah, now it's like actually I might be able to achieve that. Let's say 162 pounds is 73.4.
Yeah, I gotta calculate my watts per kg now.
I gotta put the hair up for this. This is a hair up kind of occasion.
I'm asking your opinion on 20-minute test versus. Oh, wow.
So I got some work to do.
I'm at an easy 4.4, so I got some catching up yet.
That puts me at 3.5.
Nice.
But here's the thing, Stefan, is you just started this sport, and I was probably at 2.5 watt per kilo when I was at your level. So that's what's really exciting for you is like, I know, right? Like I just trained really hard and I got a 7 watt bump and I'm stoked. You do the same amount of work and you see like a 40 watt bump. So that's the difference. Is I think I'm approaching my physiological limits, but you, who knows? I mean, you might be one of these 450 watt guys. What's up, Logan?
Turn off the test.
Turn off what?
End the test.
Yeah, we'll be back in 1 minute. Guys, I'm going to share a code with you. We'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
Cool. Don't go anywhere, everybody.
I was trying to pedal at 396 watts or whatever we're at.
What's up, guys? We're back. I'm inviting them back to this workout. So just give us a minute and we'll start Logan's test. Still catching my breath from that test. All right, they should be here momentarily. And I can look at some comments in the meantime. Yeah, there may have been some comments I'm seeing now. I completely neglected the chat. Jonathan says it would be best to not get out of the saddle if you can manage it. So I have done 90% of my TrainerRoad ramp tests out of the saddle because I didn't read the instructions carefully. So I just want to keep it consistent. Maybe next season when I kind of have a cool down and I start again, I'll just do my tests seated because that's the way you're supposed to do it. But at this point, I'm just committing to consistency because that's the best tool to compare your progress. Okay, what's up? You want to do another test, Nick?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
He's ready.
Run it back. New high score.
Yeah.
That's the thing about these tests is like, if you're not happy with the result, you can't just go do it again.
Yeah.
That just means you did it right.
Pim, my FTP was 352 up from 345, and we figured out that was about a 4.8 watt per kilo. Jeff is cheating. Everyone's saying I'm cheating because I stood up. I feel like I'm gonna have to explain that a bunch of times, but yeah, I've always stood up on tests.
The reason I brought it up is I'm doing something wrong. I thought I was supposed to be.
No, I am not supposed to be standing up, but the whole point of the test is so you can compare the same effort throughout the season and compare your progress. So if I were to change it at this point, I wouldn't be able to compare past tests, and therefore I wouldn't be able to see if my workout regimen is working.
I think I might just get on the trainer instead.
Yeah, Ethan, by the way, man, thanks. You're always on these chats. You always ask pretty insightful questions, so I appreciate it, man. Asked me about Bonce heat molding, and yes, I bought Bonce just on a whim, like 8 years ago, and I've just been a fanboy ever since. They don't sponsor the channel or anything like that. They just make great products, and I always have a pair of Bonce on, and I use their heat molding. Yes. Yeah, Jonathan's in the chat too, guys. Yeah, so Roy's saying he's inflated his FTP by getting out of the saddle. So just like me, if I were to not get out of the saddle, it would probably give me a low FTP. But if you're always seated and then you suddenly get up during one of your FTP ramp tests, it's going to give you probably an overestimated FTP because it's something different. Is the ramp test more effective than the Zwift FTP test? So I can't speak to what the Zwift FTP test is, but I know there are at least, actually there's 4 methods that I can think of. There's an actual hour test. I can't think of anybody that does that. By the way, let me know when you guys are ready, and I can get it going. I see Logan still getting ready.
I'm good.
Okay, yeah, just give me the all good when you want me to get started. I forgot that was on me.
Oh,
So
Logan, we got. Oh, sorry, you can keep going, Jeff.
So there's four tests I was saying. There's the full hour, which I don't know anybody that does. That's hard to find an hour long length of road where you don't have to stop pedaling or touch the brakes. That's kind of weird. And also that just sounds miserable.
If
Okay, I'm
you're
gonna
in
start.
like Concord area, you can do Northgate Diablo.
And actually do an
That's like
hour? I wouldn't want to though.
It's so hard. I tried to break an hour and I did like 3:30 for an hour.
My best hour power was at a Red Kite Criterium, a local business park criterium around here, and I just got into breakaway from the whistle, and it was an hour-long race, and that was I think that's still been my best, like, 1 hour power, but it's in a crit, so it wasn't consistent, and I was, like, down like this for an hour, so it was not that impressive a power, but anyway, then there's the 20-minute test, so you do 20 minutes, and then you take 95% of that. That's another way to determine your FTP. There's an 8-minute variant, which I've never done. I don't know if it's 80% of that or something. Somebody will let me know in the chat. And then there's the ramp test. And I like the ramp test because it's over in about 15 minutes. And it's only really hard for the last 5 or so. But the point I'm getting at here is it doesn't really matter which one you choose. As long as that is what you're going to do from now on, you shouldn't be bouncing around those 4 different methods, because the whole point of the test is you're benchmarking your body's capability at that moment in time, so you can judge how you're progressing throughout the season. Would you say your ramp test is more accurate than Zwift's? I'll let Jonathan answer that one. I don't know if accurate matters. It's more just, it's like having a power meter that always reads 10% too high. It doesn't really matter because all you're doing is comparing that to yourself from before. So it's precision versus accuracy is the question. I'm gonna get you guys going. You guys ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Best of luck. The wheels are in motion.
Y'all gonna be mad if I stop listening to you and put you on mute?
Nope.
No, I had to at some point. I was like, this is distracting me.
Yeah, if you see me, yank out the headphones, then you know.
Okay. Well, that's when
I
I'll just.
couldn't reach my laptop.
I'm gonna reach up and just.
Okay, I'm just gonna start answering questions for you guys then, as you.
Goal.
Yeah.
300 for a minute. That gets me a 225.
Oh yeah,
I
let's
think
do
it's
that real
better
fast.
than that, but that's like my baseline goal. I'll be happy with what Jeff said, which is 370.
So let's let's do that real fast while you guys are warming up, and then you can take your headphones out or whatever. I'll be a good host for a second. So let's start with William. William, what was your last test?
So my last test, I tested at a 215, which is a 3.5 watts per kilogram. These guys know I was having some power meter troubles. Huge shout out to Stages for their awesome customer support and getting me a new power meter within 2 days, especially so I could do this test and be consistent with that. But my goal is, because I don't know if my previous power meter was all whack, if I stay the same, I'm happy. But I'd ideally like to be at like 225, 230, break up into like the 3.6, 3.7 watts per kilogram.
And when was your last test? How long ago was it?
About 5 weeks ago. Actually, no, about a month ago, actually.
And did you do a specific training block in the meantime?
I was on the Zwift FTP builder leading up into that. And then I switched the last 4 weeks to TrainerRoad, which I've gushed about so much because I really like the way that TrainerRoad builds those plans.
Which one have you been working on, more or less?
Sweet Spot Base 1, low volume.
That sounds familiar, right, Logan?
Sounds exactly like what I've been doing for the past 2 months. Is that how long it's been?
Not
6
even.
weeks.
Not even. Yeah.
6 weeks.
So Logan got COVID, recovered from it, but it pretty much wiped out his first block of training. William also has antibodies, but he got it the easy way.
Yeah, that vaccine, man, knocked me out for a couple days.
So Logan, I know these answers, but I'm going to ask them like I don't know. When did you? What was your last test? What did you test, and how long ago was it?
Last test was my first test ever, 204 FTP, 6 weeks ago.
Okay, so you did Sweet Spot Base 1 after that test, right?
And I've been doing Sweet Spot Base 1 since then.
Low
I
volume.
hit every single workout, and I even throw in those Saturday live stream rides.
So a little bit of extra, and you've been having to bump your FTP a little bit because we know that you've been improving.
I've been
How many
riding
hours
at
per week is the low
4.5.
4.5 hours
3.5.
per week.
3.5 without our extra ride.
Yeah, so the actual
Not
plan is
around
only
you
3.5.
I ride 3.5 hours a week without that extra ride, and that extra ride is just fed.
So I want you guys to keep that in mind. 3.5 hours per week. I think you can scratch that
I've
together.
been doing over-unders and sweet spots at about 120 to 130 FTP.
So what? Yeah. So Logan's talking about is TrainerRoad prescribes the workouts based on your last FTP test, and if you're feeling like you're improving beyond your last FTP test, you can bump up the intensity of that specific ride, and it just moves everything up by individual percentage points. Now Logan has been bumping his up incrementally because he's been getting more fit, and he's at the point now, before today it's going to change, but where he's up to like plus 30%. So he's working at 130%, sometimes 120, 130% increase in his workouts. So we kind of already have an idea of where he's going to test, but he also might get some performance anxiety, so who knows? Or the 617 viewers are going to cheer him on, and he's going to blow the numbers out of the water. We'll see.
Yeah, he's going to find another gear. It's going to help.
Makes it better, to be honest. I like it more.
Yes, Dylan Johnson. It's funny because I just watched that video recently, and yeah, there's been a lot of buzz. Hey, what's up, Chris? Hey, my buddy.
Turn my
Riker's
fans
on.
up.
Yeah, there's been some buzz about like how bad the TrainerRoad workouts are, which I find humorous because I don't even really have to address it. Everyone wants me to comment on it, but like everyone in this group is improving their FTP based on doing structured TrainerRoad workouts. So I don't know why it's even getting traction. This idea that it's bad for you or it lowers your power in some cases. Like I just don't see it. Maybe we're a very unique bunch of 5 cyclists, but I find that hard to believe. Or shoot, maybe.
You got any final questions? I'm about to check out.
Okay, yeah, no. Go ahead and you guys focus on your workouts, and we'll answer questions here. And by the way, Nick, Stefan, if you guys see any interesting questions, cut me off. I'm a talker, man. I'll just keep going and going and going. So just cut me off.
I will say, when I started TrainerRoad, I hadn't really done too many intervals before, and I had to be really careful about burnout. And like, I ride because it's fun, and so having the structure, I was always nervous about, like, well, I already know what I'm going to ride. What's the point? Like, but it's a lot of fun, actually. It's grown on me, but I did have to be careful with overdoing it at first.
Yeah, I agree, especially with like if you don't have a power meter and you're just doing all of your training workouts inside, it's really tough and it gets old, I think. So the big thing for me was getting that power meter, being able to do some of my structured workouts outside, make it a little more entertaining. Because then, I mean, that's the fun part of riding a bike, right? You know, you're going outside.
Unless there's a snowbank outside your front door, then it's maybe not so fun to go outside.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and that's another thing I like about structured workouts. It doesn't necessarily have to be TrainerRoad. Obviously, I like TrainerRoad, but it can be really any platform where it's giving you the workouts. The alternative is hiring a coach, which is expensive. But yeah, to Steph and Nick's point, it's really easy to overdo it early on because you're very excited. It's this new sport, and all you hear about is like, I have to go out and ride super hard and just slay myself every single day. And it's easy to burn out in that case because your body's not used to the training load. Logan is on a 3.5 hour low volume plan, and he's seeing these huge improvements. As he progresses in the sport, he'll see himself being able to double, triple, even quadruple that volume. And your body gets better at dealing with the stress, adapting to the stress, and recovering more quickly. So, like for me, for example, I don't even do that much, but I do 8 to 10 hours a week maybe. But I've been doing it for a decade, so like I am better at dealing with that stress. And like I've said before, the only real issue is under resting. I think overtraining is a misnomer. It's under resting is the problem. So for every hour you spend doing intervals, you have to think about the time it's going to take for your body to recover. And if you're we lost Logan's video, but for there he is. But early on, it might take a long time to recover from like a really hard Saturday ride.
Yeah, and go ahead. Sorry.
I was just to say, I really focused on recovery when I started this, and I did dry January, and that helped significantly just getting the last block. But I will say that recovery is something that I've always struggled with. So it's just hard. You got to think about it all the time if you're doing it right. But
yeah,
it definitely helps.
Think about it holistically too. Like if you have a big deadline at work, or if you have something outside of cycling that is happening that you foresee being an issue with recovery, then knock back the training a little bit and plan accordingly. Because even if you do try to sneak in that extra ride or just go extra deep with a few more intervals or whatever, if you're not able to recover from it, it's just wasted time. And your training should be proportional to the amount that you can recover.
Yeah, and I think what you're saying too about when you start out, you're like super excited. So when I first got on TrainerRoad, I just went right into mid volume. And in hindsight, I probably should have started at low volume because doing like no training at all, any structured training at all, directly into mid volume was a huge adjustment. Yeah. And so I think starting out low volume and then eventually, like Logan's doing, eventually maybe bumping up to mid volume is a better choice.
Yeah, I think people look at the
to doing 80 RPM during the ramp test.
Who did?
It's crazy low.
Logan's sitting at 80.
Logan. Yeah. Mine was probably down there somewhere. Hey, Ed Labrick's on. I love your content, Ed. Keep it up, man. Thanks for saying hi. And I saw there were some questions. We're getting a lot of good comments, so keep them coming. Thanks, guys. We're hitting as many as we can. There was a response to my comments about Dylan Johnson, and yeah, maybe I missaid it. I mean, maybe if we all did some different type of training, we would all be higher. But like I've tried a bunch of different methods, and I found for me, this is an anecdote. This is just for me, but I find structured, sweet spot based workouts to be the most productive. And like, yeah, maybe if I had 30 hours a week to go train, maybe I could go do a bunch of like zone 2 rides for 5-6 hours a day, and like maybe I would see a bump in performance. But I don't have that much time, and this has been over the last 12 years of trial and error. This has been the best thing for me. So that's how I feel about that.
Yeah, and I think the big thing about it is just the easiness and convenience factor of it. I mean, it's all self-contained. It will work around your schedule, and maybe there's an argument for whether other training plans have other benefits, but just for the whole package and it being so easy, I think this is the best.
And the efficiency. It's indoor training, especially, I've noticed is, hey, I've got an hour. I can get a really good workout in an hour inside. But if I were to do that outside, I'm only riding for 45 minutes by the time I get everything set up and ready to go.
Pretty convenient.
Yeah. How are we doing over here? They're getting there. They're on the door.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is cool because I can look at what I'm supposed to be riding at right now and get a feel for what they should be feeling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting
the time
there.
where we stop talking.
Yeah, they're getting there. Man, the time goes by so much faster when I'm just reading.
I know. I'm kidding.
Polarized does not require 30 hours. I know. I was being hyperbolic. Okay, guys. I keep feeling like I answered this question. This works for me. How about that? It doesn't have to work for you. You can do whatever type of training you want. I am trying to convey to you guys, I spent a long time doing the wrong thing, and now I'm spending the most efficient amount of time doing the best thing for me. It might be different for you. So that's where I'm at. Yes, like polarized training might be the best option for you.
They were asking, someone was asking what Logan's FTP was. Christian was asking what Logan's FTP was at the start of the challenge.
204.
204? Okay.
He's oh no, I was looking at his power. Never mind. He's not there yet. Give him about 4 or 5 more minutes.
What trainer would we recommend? I've got the Kicker Core because it was the only one left in the Bay Area. And I really love it.
I got a Tax Flux S off Facebook, and I got it for like $300, and it was brand new. And this was like right as the pandemic was starting. And shortly after that, every single trainer in the St. Louis area was gone. At least used one.
I have a Tax Neo, and it's great. It's quiet.
If you're going to get a trainer, I'd recommend direct drive, though, personally.
Yeah.
If you can.
Yeah.
William's looking a little worried.
We can't cheer him on because he can't hear us.
Oh, that's sad.
Tiger.
Write it.
I think it helped me a lot, actually, having you guys yell, because I was like, okay, they're cheering, I got to keep going.
We're gonna start yelling at them here pretty soon because they're getting close to the crunch time. Tygo asks,
he doesn't even look phased. He's just like chugging away.
Logan's chilling. He's good. I wonder if they can hear us. They can. I see Logan's got his headset in.
Thumbs up if you can hear us, Logan.
I get no indication from him. He's in the zone. We'll leave him alone. Tygo asked, I lost it. Will you switch to more higher intensity training before the race season? Yeah, I mean, first of all, fingers crossed there is a race season. The news just keeps looking better and better. But yeah, I will go out and do like Alviso, and I'll do practice races and group rides, assuming it's safe to do that. And I will switch to higher intensity efforts as we get closer to the season. But I always lean towards more zone 4 and below workouts because that's really, for me, my weak spot. And then I'll kind of ramp up the higher intensity stuff before harder races. Come on, William. Let's go, dude.
Go, William.
I use practice races and group rides as my high intensity stuff.
Yeah.
Alviso is my personal pain cave for the most part.
What I like about that is you're getting the intensity and you're getting the physiological stuff, but you're also, there's like an element of strategy and bike handling skills that you're working on too. Come on, William. Push it, push it, push it.
His heart rate's there. Let's go.
William.
They're at the same power too. Interesting.
Oh, they really are. Come on, William. Dig in. Rugio says dig in. Come on.
Any tips for juniors? Don't burn out.
Yeah, Logan is unfazed.
I know.
His power meter must be broken.
I think at this point I was butting up to my max heart rate.
4:15. Yeah, I was. At
Let's
this
go,
point,
Will.
I was already like there. I was already like, okay, let's just get through this minute. Come on, Will. Come on, dude. Let's go. 679 viewers all cheering you on, dude.
Close.
Oh my God, Logan looks so unfazed. Logan, look harder. Come on.
Making us look bad, Logan.
You got it, William. You got it. All right, I need to cheer these guys on. Come on, William. Let's go, dude. You got this. It's much easier cheering them on, right?
I know.
I know.
1,000 deaths at this point. Come on, come on, pick it up.
No.
Yeah.
That's it. There we
Good
go.
work, man.
Nice job,
Good
William.
boy, catch your breath. There you go. Come on, Logan. Logan's frozen in time.
Oh, we can still see his data though.
Yeah, his data's coming through loud and clear. Maybe he's just that stoic right now.
You may be able to toggle his camera on and off because that's what happens to me. And I just turn it off, turn it back on, and it works.
Oh,
There it
he's
is.
back. He's back. Yeah, Logan. Oh, he's gone again.
There he is.
Oh, he's back. All right. Come on, Logan. Focus on the effort, man. You got this.
It's almost not fair. He muted himself. We can't hear him suffering over there. Or maybe he's not suffering.
Come on, Logan.
There you go.
Easy, easy, Logan. Focus, focus.
Oh. What's his max heart rate, you know?
He said 197 or something was where he maxed during his last effort. So yeah, he's still chilling.
Yeah, he's got miles to go.
I don't know if he can hear us or not. Did he mute us?
Probably.
I would mute me. Sometimes I wish I could mute me. Logan is beasting. You nailed it, Rugio. No cheating,
Logan
Logan.
looks like he's still in zone. Well, yeah.
Power is overloading his Wi-Fi. You were reading the same comment?
I'm going to go get lunch. I'll be back. He'll still be on here.
Anybody want to take a guess how many more minutes Logan can go?
Over, under?
Guess 5.
He's smiling over there. Come on, Logan. I don't think he can hear us. Logan, make it seem easy if you can hear us. Oh, maybe he can hear us. Come on, dude. Woo. 712 people. Come on, I told everyone you were going to have a 270 watt FTP. You got work to do, man. He must have muted me. I'm just being too obnoxious.
He's locked in. You can't phase him.
I fall asleep to the sound of Jeff's voice telling SJBC to stop chasing teammates.
Am I whispering in this? Or am I shouting at you?
Like some weird ASMR video.
Yes.
There you go, Logan. Now he's back.
All right, now he's
Come on, man.
at least it's looking kind of hard.
Yeah.
Come on, Logan.
Just got head down.
Push it. Logan going for 5 watts per kilogram.
What did he say his max heart rate was?
I think he said 197 earlier on in this stream was his max during his last test. Come on. Let's go, Logan. Let's go. Rugio asking about FTP tests starting in the big ring or the small ring. Well, for me, it's easy because I have a smart trainer that has erg mode, and I just keep it in the same gear all the time, no matter what, which is the small ring about mid cassette, so there's no chain rub. It's a straight train line.
I do the same, just in the big ring.
Well, I think Logan's heart rate broke the meter.
The Wi-Fi is getting blasted again by the power. Come on, Logan. Push it, man. Push it.
Logan to the moon.
Easy, Logan. Let's go.
242.
His last
That's
test
the bet right now?
was 204, so he's already miles ahead of where he last tested, doing 3.5 hours a week. Isn't that incredible? Stonks. Jonathan says stonks. I'm like pumped. My heart rate's over 100 just sitting here watching Logan.
Let's go.
Tips for junior development racers. I do 15 to 20 hours a week. Damn.
Yeah, jeez.
Standing during a ramp test or nah? You're not supposed to. No, if you're just starting out, don't.
Yeah.
Come on, Logan. Beast mode. His heart
Logan
rate
is
shutting
Texas's new power grid.
down. He's powering. God, these comments are gold. Who said that?
Snafu. Snafu. Good one.
Yeah, these are good.
Somebody called water.
He can't stop, or else like all of Texas.
Let's go.
loses power. Come on, Logan. You got another 5 minutes in you. Let's go. Oh, he's grinding now. Go, Logan. Go.
I want to see his heart rate.
Yeah. Get to 250, man. You can do that.
Yeah. Come on, Logan. Come on.
Come on.
Let's go.
Go, Logan. Go.
Logan turned off his heart. Yes, he did.
Go, Logan. Go.
245. Keep it up. Let's go.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on. Go, Logan.
Let's go.
Dude, Logan's killer right now. Look at him.
Almost.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's insane.
44 watt FTP bump. 44 watts, do the math.
That's awesome.
I can hear you.
The last 5 weeks, it took me like 3 months to do.
21.5% bump.
Sick.
In one 4-week block of 3.5 hours.
That's insane.
Low volume.
Low volume sweet spot 1. Good job, Logan. Awesome, dude.
Is Logan human? No, he's not human. He's a machine.
What is it?
248. You're a killer. That's awesome, dude. So pumped. I saw like beast mode too. I saw crit. You know what? You know what it was? It was crit Logan engaged. That was last lap crit Logan. We're gonna see it soon, you guys. Did you see the face? He was killer. He had like the eye of the tiger there for a second.
He's like last lap, the lead out train's going. He's just holding on.
I'm gonna have to do some good screen grabs of Logan, just like Argh!
Had a cramp and everything.
Oh really? We couldn't tell, man. You were smooth sailing up until like the last 30 seconds is the only time you really showed it.
You were stoic. You could be studying or
It
something.
hit me like
Reading
a
a book.
ton of bricks.
Say again?
It hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time, I think it was my breath that was a limiter. And this time, I was like, my heart rate's not too high. And then all of a sudden, my legs stopped working.
These
Logan's
guys are going to be
25
a problem in
years
the summer.
Christian asked how old? 25. These guys are going to be a problem in the summer. Yeah, Logan's going to be a problem. Logan's going to be the Cat 5 sniper in the summer.
Oh, real quick. Thanks, Jonathan, for the. Yeah, I'm gonna rest up and try that again.
Well, okay, so William just had his vaccine too, so he's been fighting some symptoms.
I think too, and this is gonna sound like such an excuse. I think the previous stage's power meter I had was inflating my numbers.
Okay.
That's good information. Then now you know where you really are, and you can train from that.
Yeah, I mean, for full context, everybody in the stream, what did it come out to? 185. That's still 3 watts per kilogram because I'm a pretty small guy still. So.
What'd you test before?
215.
Okay. Yeah, there's something going on. Whether it's the vaccine or the trainer or both.
Yeah.
Because your heart rate was up there, and like obviously it was a maxed effort. Like you were pushing hard, but there's something going on. Oh, you know what's happened to me before too is like, do you have what kind of power meter? Oh, it's a single-sided power meter.
Stages single-sided. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you just got that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. There could be a number of factors.
Yeah, I think the old one was just really, really whack. So I'm gonna go with Jonathan's advice. Rest up, test again in a week, and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Logan, what does that put your watts per kg?
3 on the dot.
Well, I actually lost weight too. I went from
How do you do that?
195 to 187.
195 to 187.
And it's like it's been 180. It was a gradual drop, and then it leveled at 187.
Is that in
Let's do
kilos?
some math, Logan.
Divided by 2.2. What is it? 85 kg.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah. Hey, we have Stefan, the engineer, in the room. We need some maths here. We had a 21% increase in power, but it's going to be even more in watts per kilo because he increased power and he lost weight.
Logan, you're at I'll give the good news. Logan is at a 2.95 watts per kilogram. Round it up.
That's good. That's solid.
People are saying that your power was all over the place at the end, but do you have erg mode, William?
I had erg mode on. It wasn't. I mean, I was looking at it. It wasn't.
It shouldn't have been all over the place.
Crazy.
Can't be, right? By erg mode.
Yeah, and maybe it was just what it was displaying. And I was looking too. Everybody was commenting that I'm a spinner in terms of cadence. So I wonder because I was dropping cadence and trying to hold it that it caused it to be a little weird. I don't know.
And do you have a wheel on trainer?
It's a wheel on trainer, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like those can be misleading if you don't have the tire pressure exactly the same and all that stuff.
All right, guys.
That's
what do you think? Any more questions out there? Or should we shut her down?
Shut her down.
Round 3? Nobody?
Round 3? I will read the comments for round 3.
We'll do the next one at another test after this next block of training.
Yeah, we'll do this again. This was a ton of fun. Especially once my test was over, it was a ton of fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for coming on. It was a blast, and thanks everyone for joining the live chat. It was fun to engage with everybody, and we'll do this again in like 5 weeks' time.
Sounds like a plan.
I might go out and try round 3.
Yeah, we got to get Jonathan in here.
Jonathan said I was ready for round 3.
Oh, okay.
I can do a 20-minute test if I have the time.
We'll try to time it with Jonathan's training, so maybe we can have Jonathan on the next one. We'll invite more people. This is the first time we've had this many people on, so I'm glad to see that everything's working. It's not too bad. All right, gents. I'm gonna end the stream.
Right.
Thanks, everybody.
See y'all. See y'all.
Awesome.
That was